Hello sunshine, this is Joy from Michigan in the United States, and I am going to do a swipe for you today on this very large canvas. It's a 16 by 20 inch that I painted before. I'm not sure exactly how it'll work because it's actually been varnished, but that does mean that the silicone that was used in this was supposed to be a Dutch pour. I'm not sure why I put silicone in it. It doesn't work I don't like the look of silicone when I Dutch pour, but that's just me. So it doesn't have to be, I don't have to worry about the silicone coming up through the painting because it's been sealed, but I'm not sure how this will turn out. But this is an old canvas that I've had laying around for a lot of years. And even you can tell the back, it doesn't even wrap around the edges. So, excuse me, it's a great one to experiment on. So if you are new to my channel, it's a little unlevel too, so that'd be interesting. Sorry, if you're new to my channel, this is all about my art therapy and my art journey since quarantine began. So thank you for joining me on this journey, and I hope that you are inspired to create something of your own and that it brings you peace and meaning and just fulfills you as you go about your day in these unprecedented times. All right, I'm going to, for this canvas, I'm going to use up my leftover paints. That's the goal. I doubt I'll use all of them because I have a lot of paint here to use. So most of these have silicone. I have one color, this rose color, that does not have silicone in it, but I'm not sure I'm going to actually use it because I think the other colors I have will look very, very nice together. I'm not sure about the rose. So I'm going to start with turquoise. This was left over from I don't know how long ago. Try to use every last drop. This is a big canvas, so I know we can use all the paint we can get. Oh, that had a clump in it. Let me get that back up. There we go. I think the edges of this cup have dried, making little clumps, so maybe I should not scrape my cups clean today. All right, so next we have my new favorite shade of red, which is crimson. It feels a little bit thin to me, but I'm having difficulties getting my crimson to the right consistency, I think. So we'll see. But let's add that to this mix. Very bright. You know what? I want to start here. Hopefully this will be a very bright, encouraging, uplifting painting today. We had flooding not too far from us. People lost everything, businesses lost everything. And so what I would like to do is donate some paintings. So I'm hoping that this one turns out to be bright and encouraging and it can be donated to someone in need, someone who's having to redo their home or redo their business. All right. So next I have a very creamy pale yellow. This is Cadmium Yellow Hue plus, well, Cadmium Medium Yellow Hue plus Titanium White. I think that's it, yeah. With silicone. So a little bit of brightness. I might have to add some more colors. A yellow might be really pretty. Brighten things up a bit. Because it is going to take a lot of paint on this canvas, although we've got quite a bit now, so we'll see. Okay. So I have another teal color. I might go ahead and use this one. This one's metallic because it was, this might have been my flip cup disaster pour that I saved all the paint from. I had to redo and redo and redo. So this will be interesting because this will indeed be my largest swipe I've ever done. And if you're noticing that this one looks chunky, it's not chunks, it's air bubbles. Those will pop because I shook it instead of mixing it with a stick because it's in a bottle. And I'm going to swipe today with white, which I don't usually do, but I just felt like that was the color to use today. All right, just gonna use the rest of this on these corners here. So I hope you all are doing well and staying safe. It has, in the United States here, it's just difficult. Times are difficult. We are ready for change. We are needing change. I pray that everything that's going on brings about the change that this country so desperately needs to see. So I'm not going to go much farther than that because this is art therapy time and I don't want to bring anyone down. All right, this is my black cherry. It's a custom color with silicone, of course. I love this color. It is so pretty, and it will add a nice bit of deep, rich color to this, especially with these lighter blues and the pale cream. I think this will add a lot of beauty. So this is phthalo blue I think I mixed it with Cadmium Medium Red. I don't remember. But you can really use any red. And then a little blob of black to just bring it to the deep color that you want. All right, I think I'm going to call that good. I usually swipe with this color, but I wanted to do something a little different today. So I'm going to take off my one ring. I don't want to have paint all over it, so just gentle tilting back and forth. Watch where the weight of your paint is. Kind of helps you know which way to tip. My goodness, this is running pretty quickly, so maybe I need to slow down my roll here. All the way over the edge. I know I have enough paint on this, so I'm not too worried about what am I dripping off, if that makes sense. Okay, I do need to go, I'm going to bring the paint back towards the middle, and then I need to cover either end, and hopefully I don't lose my marks. I did. I'm going to try to get this lined up. I can kind of see where the marks are, where I need to keep my canvas. I was going to add some phthalo blue to this because I love phthalo blue, but I don't think I need to. I think we will just leave it as is. Okay, I have my marks, I think. I'm just going to check my edges. Oh my goodness, I really thought I had my edges well covered, but not so much. This one, I guess I shouldn't worry too much because it's going to have to go in a frame. I don't think it's going to work to not be in a frame, so I don't think it really matters, but we'll get some color going there. There's a section over here that I just completely missed. So we'll just move the paint that way. Pardon my arm. And I'm losing the shape of my lines here. Guys, when that happens, don't let it worry you. It's really not a big deal, especially on a swipe. It might be a big deal on another style painting, but on a swipe, you have a lot of freedom. I like what I'm seeing already. I really think this is going to be really pretty. All right, just trying to clean off my hands. I definitely don't need any more silicone. And you know, this color that I'm swiping with, now that I say that, it doesn't have silicone in it. So this will be my first time swiping with a color that does not have silicone. I don't know if I'm anywhere near where I should be, guys. I apologize if I'm out of frame for you. I think that's about right. Let's see. I'm just trying to decide. I think I'm going to swipe from the middle of the canvas this way. So I'll do 2 swipes. So let me just move some things out of the way. We've got very patriotic colors here. Okay. Let's see. I will be right back with you guys as I get ready for this. I'm back with you. If you followed my channel very long, you know that I got my inspiration from Jilly Cube. She has developed, I see that like it was a long process. She has a tool she calls her Swifty Swipe, and she has taped this little piece of, she uses file dividers, taped it to a palette knife so that you have, well, you tape this on top. It's a little bit easier to control. I need to make one of those, but I wanted to give you guys that tip in case you haven't seen Jilly's videos. It would be a fantastic way to do a swipe. So I have the file dividers that I found were a bit too flimsy for me, so I don't use those. Instead, I use laminating sheets sealed on themselves. I think these were like 8.5 by 11 or 8 by 10, something like that. And then I just sealed it on itself, and I've cut one down, and then I have one full sheet. So I'm going to use the full sheet for this today, I think. I have my other ones handy just in case. And we're going to swipe with this Irridescent White, which will hopefully give this just a lovely, sheeny, shiny look. I don't know if I'm going to embellish with balloons or not. We shall see. So this is a pretty large canvas. I'm going to put a fair amount of this down. This is just titanium white with iridescent white and iridescent medium. Oh, I should have gone the other way, guys. There's a leg over here to my camera stand. Oh, goodness. Okay. Here goes nothing. I'm going to swipe this way first. I was going to say down, but you guys, it depends on where I'm standing, doesn't it? And I check for curve in this because if you have a curve, it's really going to mess you up. Okay, I think we're good going. I don't feel so comfortable using this whole width of this, so, and I hope my head's not covering the shot too much, but oh, it's curved there. Nope, we're going to do it this way, guys. I'm sorry. Indecisive. Just gently pull towards, and when you miss a spot like right here, no worries. We'll go back and we'll hit that. Not a problem. All right, this one I'm going to have to do with my smaller one just because there's a, like I said, a camera leg over here, camera stand leg. So I'm liking this so far. Getting some really nice cells. I'm going to get my little one for this last little section. That's why it's nice to have different sizes of these little pieces of plastic cut out, because it really does help to have a lot to choose from. Okay. I really like this. I really think this is going to be meaningful. It's so patriotic. It's so different. Okay. I gotta quit staring at it and work. All right, I'm gonna add a little more white, not here because there's plenty there, but from about this here, all the way down. Okay. I have a little less space to work here, and I'm gonna be blocking your light because my window's over here. I apologize for that. Just bear with me a minute and you'll have a good view again. All right, this time I'm gonna start on this end because it's a little harder to reach. I went down a little bit deep into that paint, but I think we're okay. Here's my little guy here. Oh, that did an interesting effect. I may choose to add balloon work just to cover up some of the flaws. All right. Oh goodness, I just stepped in wet paint. That's why you shouldn't put wet paint stuff on the floor. Oh goodness, you would not believe how many different things I have paint on now. My slippers, my shoes, my feet now. Let me move those. I tried to save my sticks, but I don't really have a place to dry them. Okay, I think we're okay now. Let's try this part. Right down to canvas. Hopefully that'll spread over. Oh my goodness, guys, I just dripped a big glob of paint off of my swipe tool onto my foot. Oh, it's going to be one of those days where I'm just covered in paint. Thankfully, I am in paint clothes today, so no more ruined outfits for me. All right, get rid of my swipe tools. Pardon me while I clean my foot. I don't mind paint on me, but you know, on your foot's a little weird. Okay. Some of these cells are going really different. I don't know what to think of them. Let's hit this with some heat. Guys, that is it for now. I'm gonna let this dry for a bit, and then I will come back and see. I will probably add some balloon work. As I'm looking at it, I feel like it needs a little bit of balloon work. There's just, yeah, the paint's not in the right place. There's a section over here that I'm gonna have to balloon a spot and then bring it back over there because I'm down to canvas, but that's fixable. So I will see you guys in a minute. All right, friends, I am back with you. I have let this dry for about an hour, and I'm just kind of looking at it from the side here to see what we have going on. Over here looks a little bit on the dry side, so I'm not sure what I'll do with that. I'm going to start right here. There's a lot of paint there. This is a really old balloon, very soft. So I'll push it down into the paint, lift up. This paint is very dry. Not too dry, I don't think, but it's definitely dry. Obviously not all the way dry, or I would not be able to do this. So I'm just kidding. I should have had this set up ahead of time. Sorry about that, guys. All right, let's just go for it. Beautiful. I really hope that this piece finds a home where it can just touch those who see it. It can remind them that there is hope no matter what our situation, that there is change just around the corner. I love that one. I'm just going to try. I'm going to make it muddy. It doesn't help that my tripod leg is right there, kind of working up against it. All right. I don't want to overwhelm this canvas with kisses, but I do think that they add quite a bit. This here seems a bit on the wet side, so let's try it again and see if we can get a little more definition from that. All right. Oh, that's pretty. It's interesting because this here is very, very dry and this here is very wet. So it's not drying evenly, which doesn't surprise me. I mean, there's a lot of paint on this canvas. I have a little tiny hair right there. Okay, that's better. This is interesting. Working on a bigger piece, it has its own challenges because I feel like I'm having a hard time taking the piece in as a whole and not focusing on one little section of it. So bear with me. This may be a slower balloon process than my typical. I do feel like I have a lot of cells pop up in my balloon kisses, and I don't always love that. So yeah, these edges are very dry. I am going to try to do something right on this edge. Just to try to, that was the spot where I had to re-swipe and the colors didn't really look like they belonged there. Same thing here. Just want to pull those colors together. Make it look a little more cohesive. It's interesting, I've got so many cells here and a lot more white space over here. And some of these kisses are falling in on themselves, which is okay. Just not exactly what I'm looking for. I am gonna try this is my baby balloon with just a little bit of water and a little bit of air, not much, just enough to give it, the water's to give it a little weight, so I don't have to push quite so hard. Ooh, that's prettier. That helped that section a little bit. I don't know. I feel like my edges are too harsh on that. Just want to do just little baby kisses just to see what we can bring up. If that would stay just like that, I would be thrilled. I'm not positive it will. I'm gonna try to do a little mini roll here. If you've watched much of my work, you know rolls are something I struggle with. They are not easy for me. I typically use too much pressure, and that's what creates the issue. It's hard to keep a light touch and roll your wrist at the same time. The key to a balloon kiss or a balloon roll is pressure. That side, I don't know, guys. I feel like I can't fiddle with it anymore, but I'm not real thrilled with it. Let's try this one again. I'm running out of places that I have open spots to wipe my balloon on, but that's okay. I don't have a lot more I need to do here. Just do a little one right there. I really like that one just as it is. That's really pretty. All right, I need to step back. Gosh, this section right here. Ah, I made it worse. I made it worse. That was not a good balloon roll. Let's try this. I'm just making it worse, guys. All right, we're gonna try a kiss and a kiss. That's better. Don't mess with it anymore, Joy. Probably was very good the very first time, and then I just kept touching it. It's interesting to me the difference on one end compared to the other. And I'm not sure why. Sure, there was like a difference in the amount of pressure I used, or maybe there was more paint on this end. Who knows? Just stepping back and looking to see what else this little beauty needs. Oh, that white there. I don't think there's anything I can do about it, but we're going to live with it. Gosh, this one went so splotchy looking. I have enough paint that I can do several kisses, but you do get to a point where you're pushing the limits and you're probably going to end up with something you don't love. So that's my little warning for you guys. If you like it, if you think it looks nice, stop. I am not real good about that. I go and go and go until I feel like I have to scrape it. So I kind of want more flowers on this end here, or but I should say kisses, not butterflies either. And then let the cells do the work down here. So that's what I'm trying to balance the number of kisses with the number of cells so that it looks like a balanced piece. There we go. I think I'm just about done. Of course, I say that. If you've watched my videos, you know I say that and then I work for 15 more minutes, but I don't think I've got 15 more minutes on this painting. I think we are just about done. And you can see when I put more pressure, I can make this little balloon do quite a big kiss. Or if I use a very light touch, which I will try to do right here, you get this little baby effect. So there's a lot you can tweak just by the pressure you use and that kind of thing, but it is quite the technique to master. I don't for a second believe that I have it mastered. But I do enjoy it. It's an enjoyable process, even when my results are not exactly what I pictured, which with poured paintings, most of the time, your results are not what you pictured. It's not a easily controlled medium. So I'm going to pause the video here. I'm going to take a look at this overall and see what I think, and then I will be right back with you for your close-up if I'm done working, or for a little more kissing if I'm not. All right, guys, I'm back with you. This is the finished piece before it's dry. I like the cells. I think that the end with the most cells down here, this is the bottom, and this would be the top. I'm gonna take you in for a close-up. Hopefully that iridescent white will dry super sheeny, shiny, beautiful. And the cells on this end are just so pretty. I feel like I used a little too much of that ivory, but I think it worked out okay. Let me know what you think. I know I've got a lot of subscribers out there. Well, I say that. A lot for my little channel, a lot for my little art journey. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you've not already subscribed, I would so love it if you would. It would mean the world to me. Hit the thumbs up button if you liked this one so I know to do more like this. Leave me a comment if there's something you think you want to share with me. I'd love to hear from you. All right, guys, I will see you on the next one. Thanks so much.